Welcome to another playthrough of Stalker Anomaly. This time is Stalker Anomaly Anthology, which takes, I believe, roughly 4 storylines, combines them together, something like that, but we're going to jump into it, and I'll tell you what I know. We're going to go ahead and put this on hard. This on survivalist. Now, what you want to do is you want to take the story mode off. You come up here to random location and you press that. Now, I tried the way through the fog. Now, unfortunately, that actually it freezes up during like one of the first missions, so we're not going to play that one. But I did mess around with this vestibule a little bit, and that seems to work okay. But we will go as far as we can. And we're going to be called the Major. That's not how you spell it. The Major. Yeah, because we're going to be detective. We're going to be free stalkers, and we're going to choose our stuff here. I'm just going to go ahead and get the hunting knife because I feel like it. And we are going to snatch up the PB. Get all the bandages here. I'm going to grab one of these. Grab up the first aid kits. See, I have 90 stuff left. Let's see. We want the headlamp. Actually, we are going to get rid of that and give us the headlamp. Yes, we are. Alright, let's see. What else do we need? 45. Oh, yeah, we're going to get ourselves some cigarettes. Oh, there we go. Here we are. Alright, so let's get started then, shall we? Alright, here we are. What it does is that it starts you off in a rookie replica village. Well, it's a village, but it looks like the rookie village almost. You got loners walking around. But it certainly is not the rookie village. We just came out of that little hole right there. We're going to do some exploring because there's stuff in these houses. And they even have a Sidovich look-alike hanging around. It reminds me, I need to put on my stuff here. And it's nice to have music. I hope that I don't get copyrighted for this, because it seems, what I've been listening to, it's like the vanilla Anomaly music. And this starting area is huge, okay? This is where we are. We are right up here, and the cordon is right through there. Over here is where you have loners hanging out. Military have these 2 posts here. I haven't been able to go down in there because you just get shot up, and this is like, you know, the beginning of the game. But you can come over here and see what's going on, and I'll show you as much of it as I can. What we have down here is a Sidovich barkeep hybrid. See?
Не стой как стукан. Давай, что принес, и вали.
I'm Sidovich and barkeep at the same time. And he sells good stuff, you know. But we are going to try and save our money till we get to the real actual zone. So, pick up some food. Check out the stash. There's nothing in there. We're going to go back through the houses. Check out what's going on. See what the deal is. Yeah. An abandoned barn. And it does have a mini-map, so if you like mini-maps, there it is. I'm sure that there's an option to take it off, but since I'm not playing Gamma, look at an army first aid kit. Come up here. Have another bunch of our first aid kits, which is pretty generous, honestly. We'll come over here. Now you can ask people for missions, but most of the time you got to come all the way back here to turn it in, right? So I usually don't ask people for missions till I get into the real cordon. Now I've done this about twice already, and the last time I did it, it was much easier to get into the zone. But right now, we'll have to see how it goes. Because sometimes you have the army patrolling, as usual, they'll like ruin your day. We're going to head over here to this little outcropping here, because there's something interesting over here that I'll show you. Seems kind of weird, because this whole starting area seems to be overdone. I mean, it's beautiful. Do not get me wrong, but there's sort of no reason to be here, I don't believe, unless the story brings me back here. And again, I don't know how to start the story. I've spoken to many people. Up in here you have a little valley, the cave over there. We'll go and check out that cave. And here's a mint condition PB. So we have a spare weapon as at 100% condition. So that's a good thing. And here's a stash here. And it's not like Gamma where you have to have the where you have to have the coordinates to actually have a stash in it, but that's okay. We'll go down here and we'll check out this place. This place is pretty interesting, let me tell ya. Yeah, look at him. Army's already gunning down people. Got a bunch of stuffed pseudo dogs and a stuffed bloodsucker down in here. Banga 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 banga. Banga 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 banga. And both of these doors lead to the same place, so we'll take this place. You gotta be careful because there are some mutants down here. Well, one of the times when I came down here, there were some mutants. Oh, now it's zombies? Well, it was cats. It was a bunch of cats. So I guess this is even random, too. more stuff. Cut it. Get some free stuff from that. I do not want to waste my ammo. I do not want to do that. So we'll get this guy up here. I'm kind of relieved that it ain't cats. Okay, yeah, he just got free. Alright, come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here, bro. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. And apparently you earn experience for everything that you do. So now we'll head back up top side. So I thought that this was the way, but this is just an empty room. Apparently. I hear another one, but that's okay. We're just going to head out. Because there's not much here. There are stalkers hanging about. But there's not much here in the whole of the starting area. Well, the army is here, so we will be avoiding them completely. Certainly looks good. Now I'm hoping, well, it's not going to be as hard as Gamma, but it does have the same Gamma life system. Like I can take, you know, if I get wounded, I have to use a med kit and then use a bandage and then use some. Well, it's not called ibuprofen in here. It's called Aquatabs, which can double as a anti-radiation drug and to clean your water and to heal you. So that's pretty odd and interesting. And we're going to jump over here and go check out the loners, because this place over here is pretty elaborate. I can't make it in there. That's like army, and that right there is bandits. So I'll probably try and get as close as I can so that so we can see what it looks like. And we got, you know, zombies again. I don't want to jump down there. I might injure myself. All right, hold on. Let me take one of these off. Unload. Take off. There we go. I want to make sure I'm using the halfway busted one first. And we'll take on these zombies. Oh! I thought they were the punching kind of zombies. I didn't pay that much attention. Alright. There they are. They're up there walking. That might not be them. I don't know. Yeah, that very well could be them. But what I wanted to do is I really want to avoid combat. I mean, all I have is a PB and a jacket. And I really want to establish a base somewhere, like in the swamp. We might come back here when I'm like better geared. Certainly. Certainly. Those are the cats. Those are the cats. Those are the cats. I hear them. I hear cats, man. Ooh. Alright, I'm hoping that that's enough that I won't start losing health when I start sprinting. Because it has the same similar effect as in Gamma. But since I took those tabs, we should be okay. Got a nice little beautiful pond here, complete with an anomaly. Especially that fruit punch right there. And some of the translations aren't finished, but that's okay. So far it's been pretty understandable. All the way down here, I'm hoping. Yeah, I'm headed in the right direction. Yep, army's killing stalkers, as usual. Leave us alone. We're trying to make money.
Привет, брат.
Привет, да? In Jupiter. See, it says radio silence, so it's probably like the lost frequency mission. But I don't want to have to come all the way back here. Unless I'm geared to the nines. I mean, you'll see what I'm talking about once I get out of the starting area. But there are some interesting places to explore around here. You might find some supplies. Nothing in there. there's a little cool looking stairway here that leads up into the middle of the settlement, the little village. Found some good stuff here, didn't we? Look at what we found. Right in the damn chicken coop. We found some stuff, man. We found some stuff. And there's a whole underground cave going on down here. Leads up into a whole nother, and that leads to the other side of the village. And they're pretty identical. No, it just leads back to the same spot. My bad, I didn't know. I did not know. Ew. We'll check the attic. Nothing. Oh, nothing. Alright. There's a whole nother stairway here. Leads across. And down in there is a barman. We'll go check him out. Because his bar is full of crap that you can steal. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, that was odd. Oh, it counts as a ladder. I see what's going on here. I gotcha. What's up, man? Nope. It is ultra huge around here. I am incredibly tempted to just drop down there, but I'm not going to do that. So we're going to drop down there. There's a stairway leading up over there. Ooh. And this does have lockpicks in it, so it will be like a Dark Signal style looting thing. It will have loot boxes in it, so. And on my other playthroughs, I did find two. Now, in my other playthroughs, I didn't get very far. I just got all the way to the swamp, and that was it. I said, all right, well, this works enough for me to record it, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, we're going to go see Mr. Man down here, who claims to not be somebody that we know. We'll go jumping down here, jumping down here. Slap. Nothing in there. So this whole starting area is quite impressive. It's huge. This mimics the bar. And I'm gonna take your food. I'm gonna take your food. Now, who does this look like? Lemur. Now, we all know who he is, don't we? Now, watch this. Hey. Like to purchase some hidden roots, man. 8,000 rubles is the regular price. Yes, that is too expensive for me. Want to buy some equipment? He's got stuff you can buy. Even has a Walther PPK. How much is that? 6,000. We certainly don't have enough money for such things. We'll save our little rodent crap. How much is his 9x18? We'll buy a couple of those. Well, we'll only buy a little bit of it. There we are. Now you watch this. Now our little PDA icon pops up. And we go to our PDA. Loris! He has disguised himself as Lemur. He better change his name. He's such a damn cheat. Here you a whole lot of vodka. Whole lot of vodka. With some food. And a stash, maybe. Yes, look at that. We'll take that good stuff there. More vodka. Vodka. And a sausage. Some heavy metal music. Some more first aid kits. There we go. We are out of here, man. Now we are on the road. Go see the little bandit place. Because they will shoot you on sight. But, you know, I'll get in there and see what we can see. Got died. Got taking a bullet to the dome. We'll rest right here by this bush. And it does have a skill system similar to Gamma. Got magazine charging. I think that's reload, I think, maybe. Oh, there's reloading right there. Alright. I don't know what magazine charging is. Tinkering, medicine, lock picking, reloading. So when we get to Novikov in the swamp, we'll just see if he sells any lock picks or an unlocking mechanism like in Dark Signal. Now that's their setup.